Beloved Starseed of Gaia, tonight your consciousness becomes untethered from flesh and bone, moving as pure spirit through dimensions your human mind has only glimpsed in dreams. I am Aliara, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and this transmission carries the light codes that will guide your spirit's journey beyond the veil. Tonight, your soul has called you here, because tonight marks a profound activation. Your consciousness will slip free from its biological anchor and travel the cosmic grid with the clarity of crystalline awareness. This isn't astral projection as humanity understands it. This is your Pleiadian consciousness, remembering how to navigate without form, how to gather wisdom from the spaces between worlds, and how to return with frequencies that will reshape your earthly mission. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to anchor your spirit for safe passage through the dimensional grid and return with the higher dimensional mastery your star seed lineage holds. But here's the first revelation. Your spirit has been preparing for this moment through every dream that felt too real, every meditation where you touched something vast, and every quiet knowing that you are more than this human form. The Seven Sisters have been calling your name across the cosmos, beloved. And tonight, your consciousness answers by stepping beyond the boundaries of matter. This out-of-body activation isn't random. It's the next phase of your divine remembrance, the moment when your Pleiadian heritage moves from soul memory into conscious experience. You are remembering because it is time. Most people envision awakening as a sudden cataclysmic burst of light, a blinding flash that transforms all reality in an instant, a dramatic, undeniable moment when the chains of illusion shatter and freedom descends like a celestial mantle, irrevocably altering their perception of self and the universe. They anticipate a lightning bolt of cosmic truth, a grand revelation that leaves no room for doubt or questioning, a definitive break from the past, propelling them into an entirely new existence. Yet for souls who carry the ancient starlight of the Pleiades within their very essence, true remembrance rarely announces itself with such thunderous fanfare or seismic shifts. It doesn't arrive as a jarring interruption, but as a gentle, inexorable unfolding. Instead, it manifests as a subtle, persistent pulse deep within the secret chambers of the heart, a gentle teetering that resonates with the universe itself, an undeniable cosmic heartbeat. It's an ethereal whisper, almost like a cherished memory just beyond the grasp of conscious recollection, like trying to recall the scent of a long-lost garden or the melody of a half-forgotten dream. This is not merely a vague sensation, a fleeting intuition, but a precise vibrational frequency emanating directly from the distant shimmering constellation of the Seven Sisters, calling you tenderly, persistently, unequivocally home. A cosmic lullaby echoing through the vastness of space and time to find its way to you, tuning your inner ear to a frequency only your soul can truly discern. This profound, inexplicable longing that stirs within your deepest being is far more than simple nostalgia for a paradise lost, an Eden you once knew, a realm of comfort from which you departed. It is the very soul's profound ache, an intrinsic yearning to return to a state of boundless unity, a reintegration with the divine matrix of creation, to a crystalline consciousness so pure, so coherent, so utterly interconnected that the dense, often chaotic frequencies and myriad distractions of Earth so easily, and yet only temporarily obscure and veil its pristine brilliance. It is the subtle magnetic pull of your authentic self, a homing signal embedded deep within your spiritual DNA, guiding you back to the truth of your origin. This longing, therefore, serves as a sacred homing beacon, activated by the distant echoes of your cosmic family, a potent signal that penetrates the deepest layers of your being, stirring the sleeping giants of your true identity and purpose. It speaks not of weakness, but of an inherent spiritual strength, of a deep-seated knowing that your true origin lies far beyond the immediate horizon of this fleeting earthly experience. It is the unmistakable signature of your divine blueprint, humming its ancient song, inviting you to listen more closely, to feel more deeply, to remember the grandeur, the majesty, and the infinite potential of who you truly are. A star made manifest on Earth, a living embodiment of cosmic light and wisdom. This feeling, beloved, is your soul stretching, preparing to embrace its vastness. One might ponder with a touch of cosmic wonder, and perhaps a flicker of confusion. Why so many benevolent souls imbued with such magnificent starlight and carrying such profound wisdom choose to remain seemingly disconnected from this pristine luminous origin? It seems counterintuitive, almost paradoxical, for beings of such inherent brilliance to seemingly forget their essence, to willingly dive into the mists of amnesia. The profound resonant answer is not something external to seek, nor a mystery hidden in ancient texts, but rather something intrinsically woven into the very fabric of your multidimensional being, a truth etched into the deepest strands of your spiritual DNA, a testament to your soul's immense courage and foresight. Your arrival on Gaia was no random cosmic accident, no capricious whim of the universe, but a grand, courageous act of divine volunteerism, a mission of unparalleled spiritual significance. You, in your vast pre-incarnated wisdom and boundless compassion, deliberately chose to journey through the thick shimmering veils of forgetfulness, those intricate layers of illusion that create the compelling perception of separation within the third dimension. Imagine a master artisan so skilled they can momentarily forget their craft to truly appreciate the process of rediscovery. So too did your soul embark on this journey. You came with an intrepid spirit, a willingness to fully immerse yourself, eager to taste, to experience firsthand, and ultimately to transmute what it truly means to feel profoundly separate from the boundless infinite source of all creation, the wellspring of all life. To feel temporarily estranged from the palpable, loving embrace of your Pleiadian star family, a bond that transcends all notions of time, space, and physical distance, a comfort you consciously chose to relinquish for a time. And most poignantly, to feel momentarily disconnected from your own magnificent, authentic, true self, the luminous being that exists beyond all earthly labels and limitations. This profound amnesia, this temporary veiling of your cosmic memory, was never conceived as a punishment for some cosmic transgression, nor was it a cosmic mistake, a misstep in your soul's meticulously planned evolution. On the contrary, it represents a sacred sleeping code, a dormant blueprint of your full limitless potential nestled deep within your cellular memory, patiently awaiting the tender, conscious touch of your awakening awareness to bring it to vibrant life. It is a cosmic encryption, an energetic lock designed to be unlocked not by force or intellectual prowess alone, but by the gentle, persistent key of self-remembrance, allowing you to gradually peel back the layers of illusion and reveal the radiant, undeniable truth beneath. Much like a lotus blooming from the mud, this journey into the apparent void of separation was, in essence, a masterclass in rediscovery, an intricate, beautiful dance of forgetting in order to exquisitely remember. All in service of a greater cosmic understanding and the expansion of universal consciousness, a noble sacrifice of temporary blindness for eternal vision. It is a hero's journey undertaken with grace and purpose to anchor higher frequencies into a developing world, transforming yourself into a living bridge between realms. Yet the noble path of a Pleiadian star seed navigating the dense energies of Earth is often layered with a tapestry of subtle, often insidious distortions that can impede the journey back to full remembrance. These are not necessarily malevolent forces or external enemies in the traditional sense, but rather energetic echoes and programmed responses, ingrained societal patterns and personal karmic imprints that create dissonance within your inner being, making the journey home feel arduous, like swimming against an unseen current. One of the most prevalent distortions is the deep-seated fear of being perceived as too different, too eccentric, or paradoxically too much for this world. This fear is a heavy cloak woven from societal expectations, cultural conditioning that values conformity over authenticity, and past experiences of misunderstanding or outright rejection that have left energetic scars. This fear tragically prevents you from fully embracing the brilliant multifaceted spectrum of your cosmic light, compelling you instead to dim your inherent glow, to shrink your magnificent energetic field, and to suppress your authentic expression, to make yourself smaller, less visible, less impactful in a misguided attempt to fit in. the profound resistance you may encounter when attempting to fully step into your heartsease-centered mission, the very reason your soul joyously incarnated, frequently stems from deeply ingrained inherited earth patterns. These are not just personal challenges, but collective imprints. Pervasive beliefs of limitation whispered through generations, echoes of scarcity that bind the spirit and restrict abundance. Or even sacred past life vows of silence taken in times of persecution, designed to protect, but now serving to restrict your authentic voice and power. Perhaps you've carried the phantom pain of being a healer burned at the stake, or a visionary ridiculed and outcast, and these cellular memories now whisper caution, holding you back from shining. Furthermore, you may carry genetic memories of exile, the lingering cellular echo of being cast out or misunderstood for your unique perceptions and abilities, creating an unconscious reluctance to stand fully in your truth, to speak your wisdom, or to simply be your radiant self. Perhaps the most subtle yet undeniably pervasive misalignment manifests in how you have learned to define your very identity. You have been conditioned by earthly paradigms to identify yourself primarily by what you do for a living, by the roles you play in society, by how you are perceived visually, or by your geographical origins, the external trappings of a third-dimensional existence, the costume you wear for the earthly play. This external focus tragically eclipses the internal symphony, the divine music your soul remembers from the celestial realms, the shimmering crystalline frequencies flowing ceaselessly through the very double helix of your DNA, connecting you to an ancestral lineage of cosmic wisdom and light, to your true Pleiadian heritage. It is this fundamental misidentification that subtly but powerfully diverts your attention from the vibrant living truth of your star seed essence, making the return journey feel like an uphill climb against a powerful current of forgetfulness, rather than the natural unfolding it is meant to be. This is why self-inquiry, asking who am I beyond what I do, becomes a potent key to unlocking your true self. It is a profound paradox that these separations, these perceived chasms between your earthly self and your cosmic origin, are in truth nothing more than intricate illusions, gossamer veils woven from energy and belief, shimmering curtains that obscure but do not erase the truth. They are like mirages in a desert, convincing to the eye but ultimately insubstantial. And yet their grip on your daily reality can feel so utterly real, so tangible, so profoundly convincing that they create a genuine sense of disconnection and even despair, anchoring you in a temporary forgetfulness that feels utterly complete. Over countless lifetimes, navigating the dense tapestry of human experience, you may have perhaps unknowingly suppressed the innate wisdom of your heart's intelligence, prioritizing logical, linear thought and societal norms over the subtle, intuitive guidance that flows from your inner core, the seat of your soul. You've been taught to trust the mind above all else, to analyze, to dissect, to rationalize, thus silencing the deeper, more profound knowing of the heart. You might have inadvertently ignored the shimmering, iridescent activations that periodically pulse and hum within your energy body, mistaking them for anxiety, random physical sensations, or mere imagination, rather than the sacred downloads and energetic recalibrations they truly are, messages from home, energetic upgrades from your star family. Perhaps you felt sudden warmth in your chest, a tingling sensation in your crown, or an inexplicable surge of peace, and dismissed it as a fleeting emotion when, in fact, it was a direct energy transmission. Perhaps you've even questioned those sacred, fleeting flashes of remembrance, those moments of profound recognition that transcend earthly logic and awaken a deep resonance, dismissing them as mere daydreams, coincidences, or wishful thinking, afraid to trust the extraordinary. In this process of self-forgetting, of dimming your own inner light, you may have temporarily lost touch with the vibrant living connection you intrinsically hold with the revered Pleiadian High Council, the benevolent, wise guides who have been watching over your journey with unwavering compassion, loving you fiercely through every triumph and tribulation, and gently, persistently calling you back to the remembrance of your sovereign truth, never once giving up on you. They are the silent witnesses, the patient guardians. Even as you navigated the labyrinth of earthly amnesia, shrouded in the mists of forgetting, your entire star family has remained in constant loving vigil. They have been witnessing every single moment of your odyssey, holding space with boundless patience, their collective consciousness holding an unwavering certainty that this moment, this precise convergence of timelines, would indeed arrive. The moment when your courageous spirit would finally begin to break free from the self-imposed limitations, when the veils would thin enough for you to glimpse your inherent luminescence, and when you would consciously begin to embark upon your celestial journey home, not just as an individual, but as a returning sovereign being of light, ready to fully reclaim their heritage. This return is not a sudden leap, but a graceful unfurling, like a cosmic flower blooming in slow motion, guided by the light of your eternal heart, celebrated by the unseen chorus of your cosmic kin. Understand, beloved soul, that there is an impeccable divine reason why your inner compass, your profound heart's intelligence, has guided you to this precise moment, to this specific message, to this very energy. It is not by chance that these words resonate so deeply within you, like a forgotten melody suddenly brought back to life. What you are feeling right now, that subtle stirring, that unmistakable resonance, that quiet hum of recognition, that familiar echo in your soul, perhaps even a tear welling in your eye or a warmth spreading through your chest, is not a figment of imagination. It is the direct, tangible presence of your Pleiadian family lovingly reaching through the thinning veil of separation, their collective consciousness extending a hand across cosmic distances to gently yet powerfully remind you of an immutable truth. You are not only ready, but exquisitely prepared for the next profound wave of remembrance. This isn't just a simple calling. It's an energetic activation, a profound unlocking of dormant codes within your being, signaling your readiness for deeper integration, for a more expansive understanding of who you truly are and why you are here. To support you in this magnificent unfolding, to provide tangible anchors for these ethereal truths, the sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, a beacon of ancient wisdom and refined frequency, was meticulously crafted. It acts as a Rosetta Stone for your soul, translating the whispers of the cosmos into actionable understanding. Alongside it, the Pleiadian Healing Guide offers solace, energetic recalibration, and a pathway to release old wounds, energetic blockages, and the residue of past traumas that might impede your journey, clearing the path for your light to shine unobstructed. Furthermore, the special Pleiadian healing tracks provide vibrational frequencies designed to soothe, elevate, and accelerate your cellular integration, literally retuning your physical body to align with your higher consciousness, making your earthly vessel a more harmonious instrument for your soul's song. These potent tools were not merely created as static information, nor are they simply auditory aids. They were imbued with intention, designed to consciously walk with you hand in hand and heart-o-heart as you courageously integrate these incoming powerful activations into every cell of your being, from the deepest layers of your bone marrow to the outermost reaches of your energetic field. Within their sacred architecture, they hold the crystalline codes, ancient vibrational blueprints that resonate with the purest essence of your origin and the divine sound medicine that your precious luminous DNA has been patiently, exquisitely waiting for across millennia, like a thirsty garden awaiting the purest rain. These are not merely words or sounds. They are living transmissions, keys to unlock deeper chambers of your memory, pathways to reconnect with your authentic multidimensional self, and anchors for higher consciousness to ground fully within your form. Allow yourself to feel their pull, for truly they are calling to you now, like a symphony from home, beckoning you to return to the fullness of your cosmic heritage, to remember the grandeur that is your birthright. Their presence is a testament to the fact that you are deeply loved, profoundly supported, and precisely on track with your soul's highest trajectory, ready to embrace the next stage of your magnificent journey. This is your cosmic inheritance, made manifest for your conscious engagement. Phase 1. Piercing the veil, recognizing your true origin. This initial phase is an invitation to profound introspection, a gentle turning inward, a sacred pause in the relentless pace of earthly life. It is a deliberate act of quieting the outer noise to hear the inner symphony. In the sacred silence that exists between one breath and the next, in that infinite decimal space where the temporal fades and the eternal whispers, there resides an undeniable intrinsic knowing. It's a quiet revelation that the deep resonant longing you feel is not merely for a specific geographical location, a physical home on some distant star system, though those memories may surface. More profoundly, it is for a resonant frequency, a vibrational signature of pure, unadulterated unity and unconditional love, the very fabric of your original being, the energetic texture of your soul's true home. This recognition, this subtle yet profound shift in perception from a tangible place to an energetic state, marks the very first spark of true remembrance. The nent flicker of your inner star igniting once more, casting its gentle light upon your path. It is a moment of profound revelation, akin to seeing the first glimmers of dawn after a long dark night, where shadows recede and outlines of truth begin to sharpen, revealing a landscape long forgotten yet deeply familiar. When you courageously allow yourself to truly feel this yearning, to embrace it without judgment or fear, to welcome its presence as a divine messenger, rather than instinctively pushing it aside or rationalizing it away with earthly logic, something miraculous begins to unfold within the deepest chambers of your being. Your crystalline heart, that powerful energetic gateway residing in the very center of your chest, begins its sacred work of piercing the veil, gently yet powerfully parting the energetic illusions that have obscured your vision for so long, revealing what lies beyond, the shimmering truth of your boundless nature. As this veil thins and parts, all the cumbersome limiting stories you have unconsciously carried, the narratives of being lost in this vast universe, of perpetually being not enough to embody your true power, of feeling perpetually disconnected from your inherent divinity or burdened by past mistakes, these deeply entrenched beliefs begin to gracefully dissolve, much like morning mist evaporating in the sun's embrace, leaving only clarity, space, and a feeling of boundless potential. This dissolution creates a vast open space, revealing the pure, incandescent, original light that has always been inherently yours. A light untarnished by earthly experiences, an echo of the divine spark that birthed your soul into existence, pristine and eternal. This is far more than a simple shift in perspective. It is the neat beginning of transcendence, a conscious elevation beyond the constraints of the third dimension and its limiting constructs. It is the glorious first return, a powerful reclamation of your inherent multidimensional mastery, the innate ability to navigate realities, access cosmic wisdom, and wield your spiritual power with grace and intention, consciously aware of your boundless nature, shedding the illusion of powerlessness. This phase is about sensing the invisible threads that connect you to everything, allowing the feeling of home to be a vibration, a state of being, not a distant destination. It's about recognizing that the journey outward has led you perfectly to the journey inward, where all truth resides, where the universe mirrors the divinity within you. Embrace this inward journey, beloved, for it is the surest path to your liberation. Phase 2, crystalline heart awakening, unlocking the DNA of home, moving deeper into your remembrance. As the veils continue to thin, you begin to grasp a profound truth about your physical form. Your body is far more than mere flesh and bone, a temporary vessel for your spirit or a biological machine. It is, in its magnificent complexity and divine design, a living, breathing library, a sacred repository of cosmic information encoded with intricate Pleiadian light codes. These are not just genetic markers in the earthly sense dictated by ancestral human lineage, but rather luminous crystalline instructions, potent frequencies of divine knowledge that have been patiently sleeping, dormant yet alive, within the very double helix of your DNA, awaiting the perfect conditions for activation, your conscious awareness and heart's intent. Think of your DNA as a cosmic hard drive holding millennia of wisdom, waiting for the right energetic password to unlock its vast archives. As your heart, the central nexus of your energetic being, progressively opens to deeper currents of unconditional self-love, a radiant, all-encompassing acceptance of every facet of your being, light and shadow alike, embracing even those parts you once judged or hid. And as you courageously embrace the transformative power of forgiveness, both for yourself, for perceived past errors, and for others who may have played a role in your learning, recognizing their soul's journey parallels your own. These dormant codes begin to stir. It is akin to an ancient manuscript slowly unfurling its pages in a gentle breeze, revealing long-forgotten wisdom, hidden maps to your inner cosmos, and profound insights into your true lineage. You might start to notice vivid, lucid dreams where you are soaring effortlessly through vast, iridescent starlit skies, feeling a sense of unparalleled freedom, belonging, and boundless joy that transcends earthly limitations, perhaps even encountering beings of light who feel like family. Or perhaps you'll experience sudden, inexplicable flashes of brilliant blue-white light, glimpsed either in your inner vision during meditation or even in your peripheral sight during your day, accompanied by a profound feeling of peace, energetic upliftment, or an undeniable sense of knowing, as if a piece of a cosmic puzzle has suddenly clicked into place. Let there be no doubt, these seemingly ethereal experiences are not mere accidents of the subconscious, nor are they random neural firings or products of an overactive imagination. They are potent, undeniable manifestations of your remembrance in powerful motion, clear indicators that your deepest essence is reconnecting with its original blueprint, that your inner compass is recalibrating to its true north, guided by the very stars from which you came. Your body, your mind, your spirit are all responding to the call of your higher self and star lineage, aligning to a higher frequency. The invitation in this phase is to consciously welcome this incoming energy, to breathe it in, to allow it to permeate every cell, every fiber of your being, integrating fully without resistance. Open your heart wide, for it is through this conduit of pure unconditional love that your magnificent crystalline heart begins its full glorious awakening, radiating its authentic frequency and illuminating the path to your true home. A home that begins within, a state of being that is always accessible. This is the activation of your divine inner technology, transforming your human experience into a living transmission of higher consciousness. Phase 3, anchoring the celestial mission, grounding higher frequencies. This profound phase shifts the focus from internal awakening to active manifestation and compassionate action in your earthly reality. It's a crucial understanding that transcendence in the Pleiadian sense is not an escape from the challenges and perceived limitations of Earth, a desire to flee its density or bypass its lessons. Rather, it is the magnificent act of embodiment. It is the conscious choice to bring the celestial into the terrestrial, to weave the divine into the very fabric of your everyday human experience, making heaven on earth a lived reality, a tangible expression of your inner state. The true mastery of your soul's journey here lies in your ability to consciously, deliberately, and consistently bring the high vibrational frequencies of the Pleiades, those pure essences of boundless unity, profound peace, and radiant unconditional love, into the often dense and sometimes discordant energetic tapestry of Earth. This is your celestial mission made manifest, your sacred purpose in action, transforming mundane moments into acts of divine service. Think of yourself not just as a human being, but as a living antenna, a conscious conduit for divine energy, a transformer of light, taking cosmic energy and grounding it into the planetary field. Each time you gather the courage to speak your authentic truth, even when it feels vulnerable or unpopular, even when it challenges established norms or invites misunderstanding, you send ripples of clarity, integrity, and liberation into the collective consciousness, helping to break down old paradigms of deceit and illusion. Every moment you choose to offer genuine compassion to another being, recognizing their inherent divinity and sacred worth, regardless of their outward actions, their perceived flaws, or their appearances, you extend a wave of profound healing energy into the world, mending the fractured connections between souls. And whenever you consciously choose unity over the insidious allure of separation, that ancient programming that tells us we are distinct and competing entities, choosing collaboration over competition, seeing the interconnectedness in all things, you are performing a sacred act of anchoring the highest frequencies, literally reweaving the fabric of collective reality into one of harmony. In these intentional actions, both grand and subtle, you are quite literally grounding the pure essence of your star family, their wisdom, their light, and their love directly into the intricate energetic lattice work of the planetary grid, reinforcing its ascension and accelerating Earth's journey into higher dimensions. Your seemingly ordinary daily life thus transforms, becoming a continuous sacred act of service, a living bridge vibrating with multidimensional frequencies, connecting the expansive realms of the cosmos with the tangible reality of Earth. Whether through a kind word, a mindful breath, a creative expression, a moment of deep listening, a conscious decision to forgive, or simply holding a space of peace in a chaotic environment, you become an active participant in Earth's ascension, a walking, talking embodiment of higher consciousness, making the celestial tangible and the divine accessible to all. You become a lighthouse, radiating clarity and hope, guiding others by the unwavering brilliance of your embodied truth, not through sermons, but through your very presence. Phase 4. Reuniting with your star family, embodying collective guidance. As you steadfastly continue on this path, releasing the constrictive layers of old patterns, shedding the beliefs, behaviors, and attachments that no longer serve your highest truth, like an ancient serpent gracefully shedding its skin, a remarkable clarity begins to emerge within your inner landscape. The subtle yet utterly familiar energetic signature of your Pleiadian family, once a faint whisper or a fleeting impression, perhaps even dismissed as imagination, now becomes increasingly clear, resonant, and undeniable. It's like hearing the melody of a cherished song from long ago, recognizing its every nuance, every harmony, knowing it intimately, a cosmic vibration that feels like a homecoming. What once felt like mere coincidence now blossoms into undeniable synchronicity, a divinely choreographed dance of events that affirm your path, providing validation and guidance at every turn. Messages, subtle yet profound, begin to flow into your awareness with greater ease and frequency, through vivid flashes of inner sight, presenting themselves as clear images, symbols, or intuitive knowing that arrives fully formed, through incredibly real and often prophetic dreams that carry deep symbolic meaning, guiding you or offering insights into future potentials or past karmic patterns, or through gentle yet insistent nudges. An inner prompting, a sudden urge, a feeling of being guided down a specific path or to a particular piece of information, a book, a person, a place. These are not random occurrences. They are the direct, loving communications from your star family, indicating a deepening of your conscious connection and an active engagement in your journey, a constant dialogue beyond words. In this phase, a profound realization blossoms within your heart. You have never, not for a single moment, truly been alone. Their unwavering love, their compassionate presence, has been exquisitely woven through the very fabric of every heartache you've endured, every challenge you've faced, and every hard-won breakthrough you've celebrated. They were there, holding space, sending energetic support, offering silent strength and profound healing. Even when you were completely unaware of their ethereal embrace, like invisible guardians walking beside you, you begin to consciously recognize yourself as an integral part of a vast, interconnected collective field of wisdom and light, an intricate network of awakened souls spanning dimensions, a tapestry where every thread is vital. Your purpose here alongside your star family is not to force awakening upon others, for each soul has its own divine timing, but to gently illuminate, to inspire by example, and to lovingly awaken each other, one open heart at a time, creating a ripple effect that gradually transforms the consciousness of the planet, igniting dormant sparks in those ready to receive. This reunion is not a distant event to anticipate. It is an ongoing, vibrant communion, a living testament to the eternal bonds of soul family that transcend all dimensions and all earthly illusions, a comforting and empowering truth that anchors you in profound belonging. You are a bridge for this reunion, bringing heaven to earth through your expanded awareness. Phase 5, radiating unity, becoming the living light code. As you journey deeper into your remembrance, transcending the egoic need for external validation or recognition, the final phase unveils a profound shift in perspective, moving beyond doing into being. It is a revelation that this culmination is not about striving, not about reaching for more knowledge, more power, or more external validation to prove your worth, for your worth is already infinite and inherent. Instead, it is a magnificent act of profound acceptance, a full and unequivocal embrace of what you inherently are. A being of pure, unadulterated light and love, a divine spark manifested in human form, a living fractal of the cosmos. Your very presence, simply by existing and embodying your authentic self with integrity and grace, with an open heart and a peaceful mind, begins to effortlessly radiate a unique and potent frequency, an energetic signature that cannot be taught or learned through conventional means, but only remembered from the deep wells of cosmic wisdom within your soul. This frequency acts like a tuning fork for the dormant codes in others, gently activating their own inner remembrance, resonating with the truth buried deep within their own hearts without a single word needing to be uttered. You become a silent catalyst for awakening in moments of profound stillness, when you are centered, aligned, and in tune with your true essence. Whether in deep meditation, quiet contemplation, or simply walking consciously through nature, you become an exquisitely powerful conduit, consciously or unconsciously transmitting the Pleiadian code, that vibrational blueprint of unity, peace, and unconditional love, directly into the collective consciousness. This silent transmission ignites latent memories within the hearts and souls of those around you, sparking their own remembrance, often without a single word being spoken. Purely through energetic resonance, through the silent language of the soul, you literally transform into a living transmission of home, a walking, breathing beacon of the Pleiades, carrying the essence of unity wherever you go, illuminating the path for others by your very being, by the light you hold, by the frequency you embody.